All right, let's talk about the top 4 worst real estate strategies to get leads and turn them into clients.
Hi, I'm Kelly Johnston, founder of the Forex Formula, and the big question is this: how are real estate agents like us able to create a constant stream of commissions and a constant stream of leads while enjoying life, without wasting big budgets on branding, without working crazy hours, without worrying where the next deal's coming from in today's real estate market? This podcast is here to reveal the answers.
Hey, all you future Forexers, welcome to Forex Formula Real Estate Training. Thank you for joining me today. Today, we're going to talk about the 4 worst real estate strategies that are being taught right now on YouTube and everywhere right now. And it's driving me nuts! Driving me crazy! You can search a lot of these topics on YouTube. These people have a lot of followers. I am blown away at their commitment to these activities, to be honest. The National Association of Real Estate tells me that 20% of the licensees practicing real estate right now are under 1 year in the business. So this is 100% of all the realtors. Under 1 year in the business. Now, that's good news. But if you're one of those people and you focus on these tactics, I believe you're going to hit burnout and you're going to be out of the business within the next 24 months, and you're going to become a statistic. And that statistic is this. Basically, 2/3 are going to be out of the business. That leaves this. I don't want that to happen. It's not fair. The cards are not stacked in your favor. And I believe it's because of this kind of training. And I don't mean to put these people down. I don't. It's what they're taught. They believe what they're doing is good. Over my 20 years of seeking information to implement into my business, and I was an implementer. Like, I learned something, I would implement it. And these are the things I was taught. And for me, the net result for applying these principles is that I was literally depleting all of my resources and currencies, my energy, my money, and my time, EMT. It left me empty. See what I did there? The boiler room mentality doesn't work anymore. The ABC attitude, always be closing, doesn't work.
A, B, C. A, always, B, B, C, closing. Always be closing. Always be closing.
It's an uphill battle. All I wanted was more and more and more listings, bigger ads, bigger team, bigger volume. And that's what I got. I got it. And then you know what else I got? I got bigger bills, bigger payments, bigger headaches, bigger stress, bigger challenges. And it was a never-ending cycle. It's the sales cycle. The public fears the salesperson. The persona of the salesperson that they fear is being affirmed in these activities. And that's the core of the problem. And that's why I created the Forex Formula Real Estate Training course. And that is why I'm doing this video right now. I spent 17 years banging my head against the wall, and I tried everything. But after it all, when I finally put everything on pause and I actually broke it down, I literally stopped the world around me for a little while, and I sat down and I analyzed my business, and I figured out how to simplify the real estate business. I did. But it depends on where you focus your energy, where you spend your money, and where you spend your time. Knowing what to do is just half the battle. Because if you know what to do and you know how to do it well with the right mindsets in place, you'll just go do it. This is the truth. Most people don't know what to do to build their businesses properly so that they can create longevity and actually create momentum in their business rather than the hamster wheel. Do you agree with that? And that's why you're here. So let's talk about what not to do. Okay, so let's get to it. These are the top 4 worst real estate business building strategies right here. Okay, so cold calling. Are you being taught that you have to get good at cold calling? Working the phones, man. You just got to work the phones, man. Dialing for dollars. Just do it. Just keep dialing, man. You're going to do it. You're going to find a lead. There's going to be one. Seriously? Internet leads. Are you being told to invest in lead generation companies so that you can get leads from the internet? Guess what? That's just cold calling. They aren't leads. I do a whole thing on that. I'm not going to get into it right now. And number 3, door knocking. Are you being told that you must door knock in neighborhoods in order to generate leads? Just picking random neighborhoods, going door to door, asking people if they've thought about buying or selling. Is that what you're being told to do? What about this? Number 4, the free CMA. Postcards, doorknob ads, mail walk brochures, or any type of massive mailouts advertising that you're going to give them a free CMA. Just helping to fill up the old recycling bins, right? Now, before I go any further on this, I want to say, if this is the only thing left to do and you've performed other more productive tasks throughout the day, and you've got time left over and you feel that you want to just be ambitious and you want to ambitiously perform some other activities in order to do more simply instead of going home, then good for you. And I say, go for it. Honestly, go for it. Doing something is better than nothing. Action is better than reaction, but do it with a plan and make sure you're giving some sort of value. The truth is, if you don't know what else to do, then some sort of action is better than being a prisoner of hope. So if you're willing to do it for that reason, then honestly, I totally applaud you. Listen, everybody. I mean this. You have the right attitude. These activities are not horrible if you're working with a plan that's wrapped around the activities. And we do go over this in our course, but alone as an isolated activity, they're not the solution. And all 4 of those activities are what I refer to as C activities, the most time and effort for the least amount of results. And I want to talk to you about this because people are soaking this up on the internet, and there's a bunch of videos talking about this stuff as if these are the best and most fruitful activities in order to obtain business in real estate. And I want to state very clearly that in my humble opinion, it's absolutely not true. And I got proof. But they call it prospecting. No, it's not. It's not prospecting. Now hear me. I applaud people that are doing what they're taught. And if you've been doing this because this is what you've been taught to do, honestly, I'm cheering for you. I see a person like you and I go, oh my gosh, I could turn you into an amazing realtor. Honestly, people that take what someone has told them to do and then they just go out and do it, that is awesome. And I love it. And I honestly was that guy. And I read a bunch of books and I went to many seminars and I paid a bunch of money for it. And I went to training sessions and I got myself all pumped up all the time. And I went out there into the battlefield. And I could tell you after 23 years that those are not the best strategies to build a real estate business. I've done thousands of transactions and I made a lot of money. And it wasn't until I lost it all and I had to start over again that I was able to create the success formula for the dream real estate business. Let's talk about the thought process for any activity, for any plan of attack, right? And this is what I call the 4 C's in business building. Clarity, consistency, conversion, currency. Any kind of business needs to create all these things to happen. You need clarity in order to make a plan. In order to create clarity, you need to obtain information so that you can execute the plan properly, right? Does that make sense? And then conversion occurs from the execution of the plan. Currency is the value of the execution of the plan. The higher the conversion rate, the higher your currency. Your dollar per hour is one way of measuring that right now. But there's another way you can measure it too. You always want to increase your dollar per hour. You want to do that. I do a whole video on that and I'll do one for you. But let's talk about the other aspect of currency. Your value to others. How do you become a person of value? By educating yourself, getting good training, filling your brain with belief, that's huge, and knowing what to do on a daily basis to produce results on a daily basis. Knowing what winning is, knowing how to win the day. And that's what successful agents do. So consider this, just consider this for a second. If you're gonna knock on a door, are you gonna give that person who answers the door value in some way, shape, or form, okay? Now think of it this way, take it one step further. Is there a reason for them to be thankful that they met you? When you employ the mindset, when you employ that mindset, then you don't have to be a fantastic salesperson. You don't have to have a special personality. You don't have to study tricky scripts. You can be you and make a great income in real estate. Those 4 activities, they just put you in the same bucket as all the other agents out there that are fighting for the scraps. A tricky script is not going to save you. and learning body language and tonality and neural linguistic programming will not save you. Those are all great things to learn, but those things aren't going to save you because they're not leads. Think about this. You're interrupting their peace and you're invading them in their home, whether it's through a phone call or knocking on their door or receiving junk mail. You're interrupting their happy place. This is where they escape from the craziness of the world. How many doors or how many cold calls or how many mailouts does it take to convert to a lead and ultimately to a sale? Do you know that answer? Because that's actually your conversion rate. And I'll show you in a bit. It's going to blow your mind. The problem with these 4 tactics for getting business is that there's no clarity. And the byproduct of that is that your consistency then becomes impacted, doesn't it? It does. Why does it make you so nervous? Why is it the last thing you want to do? Why do you have to psych yourself up? Why is it so uncomfortable? Why do most agents quit doing it? They do. That's why they're out of the business. Can I ask you this? In your experience, while door knocking, have you ever really kind of secretly hoped that nobody answers because then you don't have to get into that uncomfortable conversation or having someone hang up on you or say mean things to you or whatever, right? Come on, I know it's entered your mind. But you know what? This is what's taught, right? This is what's taught. If you're ambitious and if you're a go-getter, you want to succeed above the rest, then you will suck it up, buttercup, and you're going to do it. And it's just a numbers game. Just overcome. Does that sound familiar? Now, if that's true about you, then you will. You will. You will overcome. You will suck it up and you will do it. I believe that. And I believe that some people enjoy actually a small level of success on those activities. Sure, there's always the 20% of the 20% that will buck the trend. There's always that. But these are the people making the videos. It's a numbers game. The next lead is right around the corner. Just keep on knocking. Keep on dialing, man. Just keep on dialing. You'll get it. One more call. Always be closing.
Always be closing.
So let's look at whether or not it's actually worth it for you to do it. Let's say you do suck it up and simply focus on those skill sets. Practice those door knocking and cold calling scripts. Spend a bunch of time and energy role playing with script partners. And the goal is to persuade people to say yes. Get to the yes. Become a yes master, right? I mean, it's all about the yes. Ugh. By the way, did you know that even if someone says yes to you, 2 out of 3 times, it's not a real yes. What? What? Really? What? Really? What? It's not. There's 3 yeses. 2 out of 3 yeses mean nothing. They're actually dismissive. Has anyone ever told you that? So once you determine that you might have a lead because you tricked them into saying yes, it then distills down to a maybe, or most likely eventually a no. And the truth is, a yes can actually hide deeper objections that you're not even exploring or getting to. And this came from Chris Voss's book. He was a leading negotiator for the FBI for decades. And he wrote a book called Never Split the Difference. I encourage you to read it. Really, it's going to blow your mind on a lot of different things. Things that we thought were true are all being changed in that book. It's unbelievable. Anyway, yes is simply to make you go away on the counterfeit yes. Yeah, yes. Are you done? Get out of here. And we do this all the time. We do this in our lives. Our teenagers do this to us, don't they? And then the confirmation yes is just an innocent yes. It just happens to be the right answer. If you ask me an obvious yes question phrased a certain way to make me say yes, then I'm simply just being honest. But it's not a commitment and definitely not going to spur me into action or allowing you to build a trusting relationship with me. I actually wish I could say no, but I don't want to lie. I'm an honest person. I just answer the obvious answer, which is yes. But then there's the third one, commitment. That's the one we're looking for. The commitment yes. Are people going to commit to you on their doorstep or over the phone or from a mail out that they've sent to you and you've come to do a CMA? Are they going to commit to you? What's your percentage conversion for this activity? What's your conversion rate? What are your conversion opportunities for these activities? Even if you can argue that this is a good way of business building and you personally have achieved a certain level of success, what are the conversion rates? Well, the National Association of Realtors did a study of this. Look at the top 4. Here they are. Look at the top 4. Surprise, surprise. I can't believe it. 2000 to 1, 1600 to 1, 500 to 1, 100 to 1. Look at the conversion rates. These are conversion rates. Mail outs, direct mail, cold internet leads, cold phone calls, which are basically kind of the same thing, and then cold door knocking. So remember these ones? They're a lead. They're not a client yet. So how many leads does it take to turn into a client? I use the 10 and 2 rule. So 10 leads come in, I turn 2 of them into clients. So let's do the math. For cold direct mail, I need to send out 40,000 mail outs to get 2 clients. 16,000 internet leads, I got to get 32,000 of them to create 2 clients. 10,000 phone calls to get 2 clients. 2,000 doors to knock to get 2 clients. How long does it take to call 10,000 people? How long does it take to walk and knock on 2,000 doors when half the doors they're not even home or answering, or they're working with another agent? How do you stack the cards in your favor? How do you increase your odds and conversions? What do you need to do? Where is your time best spent? What activities are best to do without a salesperson's skill set? We are not salespeople anymore. Our role has changed now. We're consultants, we're problem solvers. We're here to help people make a great decision. How can you create relevance in your community? We need to be seen as a trustworthy resource, a confidant. We need to be someone that's in their corner. They need to feel that we are there to help them make a great decision that is best for them. How do we get into their minds and create that mind share? How do we do that? That's what we need to be thinking on. That's how we need to be focusing. And door knocking is not it, because we're basically surrendering ourselves to the persona that they already believe we are. We're just solidifying that. How do you get through that barrier? We need to make sure that we are top of mind when it's time for them to make a decision. And there are many, many ways to do that are far more efficient and cost effective. You want the mind share. That needs to be a focused activity with a proper plan. Look at these other activities. Pink is getting warmer, red is hot, and then we get to the referrals. Look at the referrals, 3-2. That's unbelievable. That's exciting. Imagine if over 50% of your business was from referrals. Do you think you'd experience less stress? Do you think that your business would be more profitable? Do you think it would be nice if you spent the biggest part of your days showing properties, planning meetings, listing meetings, offer processing, writing deals on your board? Yes, that's the dream business. And if you feel that you want to build a relational business and you're ready to learn the truth about how to build a rock solid business that doesn't involve door knocking and cold calling and paying for internet leads and wasting a bunch of paper on mail outs and a bunch of money on branding yourself and all that kind of stuff, just go to forexformula.com, click on the free training. The link is below. Check out our tools. We got a bunch of tools in there. You can kind of see what they are. And there's going to be a link in the comments below. It'll explain what we're all about. And then just take it from there. All right, that's it for today. I hope this helps you. I hope it gave you a little bit more understanding. Click on subscribe to get more content to help you on your way. And remember, hit the bell so that you get alerted when we drop new videos. We're going to be putting more videos out like crazy. And I hope I get to know you at some point. Feel free to comment down below too. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this video. If you want to challenge me on some things, put those comments down there too. That'd be awesome. Make a great day. Hey, thanks for listening. I hope you found some value that you can apply right away into your business. Can I assume that you want to be better than average? You want to be a successful realtorpreneur? Can I assume that being in the bottom 80% of agents fighting for 20% of the scraps is not good enough for you? What are your beliefs about successful real estate agents? Is it about spending a bunch of money on branding yourself so that all the people in your area, including the other agents in your area, think that you're really successful? Have you been told the more that you're willing to spend on self-promotion, the more successful that you're going to be? What about time output? Do you believe that you need to be working 12 hours a day to make a lot of money in real estate? Do you think that it takes a certain ability or personality type to make a lot of money in real estate? What about lots of listings? Do you believe that you need to have a lot of listings to make a lot of money? What about getting leads? Do you believe that you have to pay money for leads or door knock or cold call really well or be a phone master in order to get leads and in turn make a lot of money in real estate? What about social media? Do you believe that people who make a lot of money in real estate are great at social media and that's it? Listen, I'm here to tell you, no, these are all false beliefs. The first truth that you need to understand is that any person from any background can make a boatload of money in real estate. The only thing missing for real estate agents like yourself is a workable system infused with knowledge and understanding of every step. Would you like to know how to stir up business when you need it? I call it turning on the tap. And over time, while building the business along the way to create a massive referral network so you never have to spend time and money to get more leads. That's what I call the dream business. And it took me 17 years of banging my head against the wall, applying all of those other strategies that everybody teaches, working 12 to 15 hours a day, spending tons of money on marketing, carrying 30 to 50 listings at a time, and then I figured it out, tested it with other people. And after that, I spent 3 years building a course to help people create their own dream business. I'm living it right now, and I'm not special. I just figured it out, and I broke it down into a workable plan. Do you want to know more? Go to forexformula.com, get the free training now, and just see if we're a good fit. That's forexformula.com. Click on free training. The number 4xformula.com.